Have you ever wondered if something as ordinary as an egg could quietly harm your health? For decades, we've been told that eggs are one of nature's perfect foods, rich in protein, nutrients, and healthy fats. And for many years, that was true. But as we grow older, our bodies begin to change. What once worked for us in our 30s or 40s may now place a quiet strain on our system. After the age of 60, our metabolism slows, our digestion becomes more sensitive, and the way our bodies handle fats, sodium, and even toxins begins to shift. Suddenly, the egg we trust each morning may not be helping us. It might be harming us. Some eggs, especially those fried in unhealthy oils, loaded with salt, or produced on factory farms, can lead to inflammation, higher cholesterol, or toxic buildup in the body. But not all eggs are bad news. In fact, there are types of eggs that can help support brain health, protect the heart, strengthen bones, and boost energy naturally and gently. Today, I'll show you 3 eggs you should avoid and 3 you should embrace as part of a healthier, wiser lifestyle. Because the right egg can do more than fill your plate, it can help carry you forward. Let's begin. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 3. Dangerous types of eggs that the elderly should avoid. 1. Salted eggs, the hidden sodium trap for aging hearts. At first glance, a salted egg, whether duck or chicken, feels like a harmless indulgence. It's creamy, rich, and familiar. For many, it brings back memories of childhood, festive meals, or comforting bowls of congee shared in the quiet of early mornings. But behind its golden yolk lies a hidden danger that silently targets the aging body, especially the heart. Salted eggs are deceptively dense in sodium. Just one egg can carry over 500 milligrams of sodium, nearly a third of the daily limit recommended for older adults. And for those over 65 whose kidneys are slower, whose hearts beat more carefully, and whose blood vessels are more vulnerable, this seemingly small dose of salt can tip the balance toward crisis. You may not feel it right away, but over time, that excess sodium builds tension inside your arteries. It holds on to water, puts pressure on your heart, and triggers silent swelling in your legs, ankles, or even lungs. For someone already managing high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney concerns, a few salted eggs a week can act like drops in a bucket until the bucket overflows. And what is the price you pay? It may be a night spent in the ER with shortness of breath you didn't expect. It might be the rise in blood pressure that silently damages your arteries. Or it could be the stroke that comes without warning, because too many meals were seasoned with unspoken risk. The real tragedy is this: no one warns us. Salted eggs don't wear a danger label. They're praised as traditional and flavorful, even special. But when the body ages, tradition must meet awareness, because what once brought joy to the tongue can now bring burden to the heart. So, what can you do? It's not about living in fear, it's about living in truth. Understanding that your body no longer handles salt like it used to is an act of wisdom, not restriction. Skip the salted eggs or enjoy them only on the rarest of occasions. And in their place, reach for foods that nourish, not deplete. But if a salted egg, simple as it seems, can silently harm your heart, then imagine the damage caused when that same egg is thrown into hot oil and deep fried until crisp. What happens when fat joins salt and the heat turns nutrition into a health hazard? Let's explore that next. The answer may surprise you. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Deep fried eggs. When a healthy food becomes a hidden threat. There's something comforting about the crackle of a frying pan. For many of us, a fried egg is not just breakfast, it's tradition, memory, and the aroma of morning warmth. It's what our parents made for us, what we made for our children, and maybe even what we still make for ourselves. But as the years pass and our bodies change, what once felt harmless can quietly turn against us, especially when that egg is fried in oil until it crisps and browns. The egg itself is not the enemy, it's the method that matters. When an egg is submerged in oil, often vegetable oils rich in omega-6 fats, or fried at high heat until it blisters and hardens, its natural goodness is transformed. The process of deep frying not only destroys some of the egg's nutrients, but also introduces dangerous compounds into your meal. Oxidized fats, advanced glycation end products, AGEs, and in some cases even harmful trans fats. For someone over 65, these are not abstract concepts. These are real daily threats. Oxidized oils increase inflammation, a key player in heart disease, arthritis, and even dementia. AGs stiffen your blood vessels, accelerate aging in your cells, and contribute to the very stiffness in joints or fogginess in mind that we try so hard to avoid. Over time, a simple fried egg becomes a vessel for quiet harm. And the price you pay? It could be subtle, a gradual increase in cholesterol, a tightening in your chest after meals, a digestive heaviness that didn't used to be there, or it could be more severe, a heart condition worsened, a blood test showing climbing triglycerides, a doctor recommending medications you hope to avoid. All of it linked back to a daily habit that once felt innocent. The tragedy is, we often don't question it. The fried egg is so familiar, so simple, that we forget to see the danger in the oil that surrounds it. But the truth is, at our age, we can no longer afford to overlook the details. The way we cook matters just as much as what we cook. Does that mean giving up eggs entirely? Not at all. It means choosing gentler methods, boiling, poaching, steaming, methods that preserve the nutrients without turning them into threats. A well-cooked egg can still be a gift to your body, but not one drowned in grease and heat. And if frying an egg can introduce so many hidden risks, what about the very source of that egg? What if the problem doesn't come from your kitchen, but from the farm it came from? The next danger lies not in how we cook the egg, but in how the chicken was raised. What's inside that shell might surprise you. Let's look deeper. 3. Factory-farmed eggs. When the source becomes the threat. On the outside, all eggs look the same. Clean shells, soft whites, golden yolks. But what we don't see is often what matters most. Especially as we grow older and our bodies become more sensitive to the quality of what we consume, where your egg comes from can make all the difference. Factory-farmed eggs, those mass-produced, widely sold, and often cheaper, come from chickens raised in tightly confined spaces. These birds are typically given antibiotics to prevent disease in overcrowded conditions, and sometimes growth hormones to speed up production. They're fed processed, low-grade feed instead of natural grains, greens, or seeds. And it shows, not just in the color of the yolk, but in the chemical makeup of the egg itself. For seniors whose immune systems are not as resilient and whose organs process toxins more slowly, these hidden residues matter. Trace amounts of antibiotics in your food may seem insignificant, but over time, they can contribute to antibiotic resistance, making it harder to fight infections when you need medication most. Hormonal disruptions, even in tiny amounts, may affect mood, weight, or even memory. And poor feed means fewer essential nutrients like omega-3s, vitamin D, and antioxidants, nutrients we need more than ever in our later years. The truth is, when the chicken is sick or stressed, the egg is too. And when we eat that egg, we absorb not just its protein, but also the hidden toll of its environment. The price you pay? You might notice it in small ways: a weakened immune response, more frequent digestive upset, or an increase in inflammation that quietly worsens arthritis, heart health, or mental clarity. Over time, the body begins to show signs of strain, not because of what the egg offered, but because of what it lacked and what it brought with it. What's most heartbreaking is that so many of us choose these eggs unknowingly, trusting the grocery store's clean display, assuming all eggs are created equal, but they're not. And at this stage of life, ignorance isn't innocence, it's risk. The food we eat either heals or harms. There is no neutral. But here's the good news. Not all eggs carry these dangers. In fact, some eggs can nourish your brain, protect your bones, and support your heart, naturally and powerfully. It's time to look not just at what to avoid, but at the eggs you should be embracing. Because if the wrong egg can slowly undermine your health, the right one can quietly rebuild it, one meal at a time. Let's now explore the 3 eggs every senior should welcome into their kitchen. You might be surprised by how simple and how healing they truly are. 3 types of nutritious eggs that the elderly should eat regularly. 1. Boiled eggs, a gentle powerhouse for the aging body. There's something quietly comforting about a boiled egg. It doesn't sizzle. It doesn't demand attention. It simply sits on your plate, humble, nourishing, reliable. But beneath its simplicity lies a profound truth. For seniors, especially those over 65, a boiled egg isn't just breakfast. It's a daily gift to your brain, your muscles, and your heart. As we age, our bodies change in ways both subtle and significant. Muscle mass declines, memory sometimes slips, and digestion doesn't work as smoothly as it once did. In this new chapter, our food must do more than just fill us. It must strengthen, protect, and restore. And that's exactly what a gently boiled egg can offer. Inside that soft white shell is a perfectly balanced source of high-quality protein, essential for maintaining lean muscle mass and preventing frailty. It contains choline, a nutrient critical for brain function, which supports memory, mood, and even helps slow cognitive decline. It's one of the few foods naturally rich in this compound, and for older adults, it's a quiet hero in daily life. Then there's lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants concentrated in the yolk, known to protect aging eyes from macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. The vitamin D present supports bone health, reducing the risk of fractures, while vitamin B12 plays a key role in energy and nerve function, both of which often wane with age. And perhaps just as importantly, boiled eggs are gentle on the digestive system. No oil, no spices, no complex preparation, just clean, efficient fuel for a body that has carried you through decades of life. The boiled egg doesn't shout for attention, but its impact is undeniable. It quietly fills in the nutritional gaps that age leaves behind. It doesn't just feed you, it fortifies you. So yes, it may seem plain, but sometimes plain is powerful, especially when it brings back balance, clarity, and strength, especially when it helps you rise each morning with steadier steps and clearer thoughts. But what if we told you that not all eggs are the same, and that there's a special kind of egg that takes things even further, one that's not only packed with the nutrients you need, but actually protects your heart with every bite? Let's take a closer look at the Heart Smart egg you may have overlooked until now. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Omega-3 eggs. A heart-smart choice that nurtures from within. As we age, we begin to understand that strength doesn't always come from force. It comes from wisdom, from balance, from making thoughtful choices day by day. For those of us over 60, every bite of food is no longer just about taste. It's about what supports our hearts, our minds, and our futures. That's where omega-3 eggs come in, not just as a source of nourishment, but as a quiet revolution in how we care for ourselves. At first glance, an omega-3 egg looks like any other. But what sets it apart is what lies beneath the shell, a significantly higher level of heart-protective omega-3 fatty acids, thanks to the chicken's specially enriched diet, often including flaxseed, algae, or chia. These healthy fats are not only good, they are essential, particularly for seniors. Omega-3s are natural anti-inflammatories. They help keep arteries supple, reduce blood pressure, and lower triglycerides, all key factors in preventing heart disease, which remains the leading cause of death in older adults. But the benefits don't stop at the heart. Omega-3s have also been shown to support brain function, helping to preserve memory, stabilize mood, and possibly even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. For many older adults, managing inflammation is the silent battle that shapes daily life, from joint stiffness in the morning to fatigue or foggy thinking in the afternoon. The regular inclusion of omega-3 rich foods can make a subtle but powerful difference in reducing that background inflammation. It's not a miracle, it's not instant, but over weeks and months, it can help your body feel more at ease, more stable, more supported. Omega-3 eggs are also a convenient and affordable way to bring these nutrients into your diet. No expensive supplements, no complicated recipes. Just a familiar food made better. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or added to a simple salad, these eggs are as versatile as they are valuable. And perhaps what makes them most powerful is that they allow you to take control of your health in a way that's gentle and familiar. No drastic changes, no confusing labels, just a small shift towards something better. Because in the later years of life, the best choices are often not the flashiest. They're the ones made with care, made with clarity, and made with love for your body, your future, and your independence. But if omega-3 eggs nourish the heart and calm inflammation, what about the egg that does something even more unexpected? What if there were a kind of egg that brings gentleness to your digestion while also delivering crucial minerals for aging bones and tired nerves? Let's discover the surprisingly powerful benefits of the smallest egg with the biggest impact and why it may be the hidden gem every senior should know. 3. Organic quail eggs, a gentle ally for digestion, bones, and immunity. They may be small, often no larger than the tip of your thumb, but quail eggs carry a quiet power that's often overlooked. Delicate in appearance and humble in price, these speckled gems have been treasured in many cultures for centuries, and for good reason. For seniors seeking natural, gentle nourishment that doesn't overwhelm the body, quail eggs offer a trifecta of support for digestion, for bone health, and for immunity. Unlike many conventional eggs, organic quail eggs are free from antibiotics, hormones, and factory feed. Their nutrient profile is rich and surprisingly dense. Ounce for ounce, they contain more iron, phosphorus, and vitamin B12 than chicken eggs, nutrients vital for energy, blood production, and nerve function, especially as we age. For seniors dealing with fatigue, dizziness, or cognitive fog, these nutrients can make a quiet but meaningful difference. One of the most appreciated qualities of quail eggs is their digestive gentleness. As our bodies get older, digestion becomes more delicate. Heavy meals that once sat easily now feel like burdens. Quail eggs, with their smaller portion size and mild taste, are far less likely to cause bloating or discomfort. Their proteins are easier to absorb, making them ideal for those with sluggish digestion or reduced appetite. And it doesn't stop there. These eggs contain selenium and zinc, two trace minerals that play a key role in strengthening the immune system. For seniors who often face increased vulnerability to infections and slower recovery, this quiet boost to immunity is invaluable. Regular inclusion of quail eggs in the diet can support resilience, not just physically but emotionally, knowing your body is being cared for from within. Then there's the matter of bone health. With meaningful levels of phosphorus and vitamin D, quail eggs support strong bones and teeth. Something we tend to think about only after a fall or fracture reminds us how fragile aging bones can become. By nourishing the skeletal system day by day, these eggs contribute to stability, mobility, and peace of mind. Their versatility is another gift. Whether boiled and added to salads, mashed into avocado toast, or eaten as a midday snack, they're easy to prepare, light on the stomach, and full of purpose. No heavy oil, no artificial additives, just clean, compact nutrition in every bite. So while others may chase exotic superfoods or expensive supplements, the truth is, sometimes the most powerful healing comes in the smallest shell. And when food can nourish, restore, and support without overwhelming, it's worth its weight in gold. But what if we step beyond the egg for a moment? What if the next healing food didn't just support a single system, but worked across your brain, joints, skin, and digestion all at once? There's one more surprise waiting, and it's not an egg, but it might just be the most anti-inflammatory fruit you've never thought to try. Let's take that next bite together. Conclusion: the wisdom of choosing well, one egg at a time. As we grow older, we begin to realize something quietly profound. Our health is not shaped by dramatic decisions, but by the quiet, repeated choices we make every day. The food we place on our plates, the ingredients we welcome into our kitchens, and the habits we choose to continue or change all build the foundation for how we age. Eggs may seem like a small thing, familiar, ordinary, but as we've seen, they carry with them the power to either support or sabotage our well-being, especially in the later chapters of life. They are no longer just about breakfast. They are about blood pressure, cholesterol, inflammation, memory, and mobility. They are about whether we wake up each day with energy, clarity, and the strength to live independently. We've explored the dangers: salted eggs that silently spike your sodium, deep-fried eggs that bring inflammation to your arteries, and factory-farmed eggs that carry traces of chemicals and lack the nutrients your body truly needs. These are not foods to be feared, but they are foods to be understood, respected, and, if needed, let go of. Because with age comes not just limitation, but the invitation to choose better, more intentionally. And then we turn to hope, the eggs that nourish, restore, and protect. The softly boiled egg, rich in brain-boosting choline and gentle on your digestion. The omega-3 egg, a guardian of your heart and defender against inflammation. The quail egg or pastured egg, packed with micronutrients that support bone strength, nerve function, and immunity. These choices are not radical, they are not difficult, but they are meaningful. because what you eat at 65, 70, 80, or 90 matters more than ever before. Your body may be older, yes, but it is still capable of healing, adapting, and thriving. And food is one of the most powerful tools you have. So let this not be a message of restriction, but of respect. Respect for the body that has carried you through decades. Respect for the mind that still hungers for clarity. Respect for the life you still have to live. Choosing the right eggs may seem small, but it's not. It's symbolic of a deeper truth that even now, you are in charge of your health, your story, your future. And that perhaps is the greatest gift of all. So as you stand in front of your refrigerator tomorrow morning, don't just grab any egg. Pause, think. Choose the one that will care for you the way you've spent your life caring for others. Because you deserve more than just more years. You deserve better years. One egg at a time. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.